Hello, good evening, students. My name is Divya, and I welcome you into today's session of Companies Act, whereby we are revising the MCQs of Companies Act. And kindly let me know if I'm clearly audible and visible to you, all right? Thank you. Hi, good evening, Afsha. Okay. Good evening, Janvi. Good evening, Afsha. Let's wait for a few more minutes and we'll begin with the session, okay? How's the preparation for the exams going on? Any subject in which you are facing more problems? Good evening, Himanshu. All right, let's begin with the session. Okay, okay. Okay, so the question number one, which of the following is a condition for the auditor's remuneration as per the section 142? Question number one, everyone. Condition for the auditor's remuneration as per the section 142. अच्छा कंपनीज एक्ट में सबसे ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स हैं ओके क्या प्रॉब्लम आ रही है याद करने में दिक्कत आ रही होगी सेक्शंस या फिर टर्म्स पेनल्टीज है ना Yes, Himanshu, the right answer is it is fixed by the company in the general meeting. It must not include the expenses incurred in the audit process, but it includes the expenses incurred in the audit process. It includes remuneration for other services rendered by him at the request of company. It does not includes. It must be approved by the central government, and it should be less than the company's CEO remuneration. None of these none of these conditions are required. Therefore, the right answer is option number B. Which of the following statements correctly describes a government company as per the Companies Act 2013? Which of the following statements correctly describes the government company as per the Companies Act 2013? Question number 2. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so for second question number second also the answer B is the right. Option number B is the correct answer. A company with at least 51% of the paid up share capital held by the government. Yeah. Himanshu, Janvi, Rajvardhan, Afsha, everybody is correct over here. Okay. What is the penalty for a director or any other employee for non-compliance with the section 188 related to related party transaction in case of listed company? What are related party transactions? What do you mean by related party transactions? Himanshu, Afsha, Janvi, Rajvardhan, Ayushi, Anjali, Ghanshyam. What do you mean by the related party transaction? Absolutely. The correct answer here is Anyone else wanna give the right answer for question number 3? Okay. Okay, so the right answer is C, up to 25 lakh. All right. Related party transactions are arrangements between the parties with existing business ties, and they require careful scrutiny to ensure transparency and fairness in the financial reporting. Absolutely correct, Afsha. Very good. Just give me a second. Okay, moving on to the question number next. Which section of the Companies Act discusses the scenario of vacancy, resignation, and removal of the members of NCLT and NCLAT? What do you think is the? It's a difficult question since section is asked. Okay, ऐसा भी पूछा जा सकता था by giving the sections. These belong to which? So this would be the right answer. Okay, question number 4. Question number 4, everyone. No, the right answer here is option number A. Section 415 and 417 deals with the NCLT and NCLAT. Okay. Okay. Absolutely. All right. Moving on to the next. And there is one more section, that is 416. 416. So vacancy deals with the 415, resignation deals with the 416, and removal of the members of uh, conditions for removing a member deals with the 417. Okay. Which of the following is not a feature of shelf prospectus as per the Companies Act? Question number 5th, everyone. Okay. Everybody is right over here. Mandatory for all the public companies. It is not a feature of the shelf prospectus as per the Companies Act. Okay. Okay. A shelf prospectus is an optional mechanism available to only specific sort of companies like public financial institutions, banks, or certain NBFCs. Okay, और उनका एक particular criteria है. When they meet that particular criteria, considering net worth, profitability, and credit ratings, so it is not mandatory for all the public companies. Okay. Question number 6. When a company makes a call in advance, what does it imply in terms of share issuance and shareholder response? Question number 6. The company is requesting the final payment for share before this scheduled date. It indicates the shareholder's obligation to pay for shares before the company's official request. It refers to the company's paying dividends to shareholders in advance. It signifies shareholders paying a portion of share capital before it is called up by the company. It implies the company is returning excess capital to the shareholder before winding up. Okay, absolutely correct. Anjali, Janvi, Himanshu, Rajvardhan, Afshan, the right answer is D. A call in advance occurs when shareholders pay a part or entire balance of their share capital before the company has made a formal request or call for it. This is typically done at the shareholder's discretion and often in anticipation of the future calls. Okay. Okay. Under Section 434 of the Companies Act 2013, what does the law mandate with respect to certain pending proceedings before court tribunals? Question number 7. Immediate dismissal of all proceedings, transfer of specified pending proceedings to NCLT, referral for all pending matters directly to the Supreme Court, conversion of proceedings into arbitration cases, and suspension of proceedings for a statutory review method. Question number 7, everyone. Yes, the correct answer here is B. It provides transfer of certain pending proceedings to NCLT. This includes matters, cases, and proceedings pending before the Company Law Board and certain other courts. Absolutely. Okay, fine. What is the primary legal implication of a deemed prospectus in the context of Companies Act? Deemed prospectus has been multiple times asked in the examination. Prepare it well. What is the primary legal implication? It is mandatory requirement for all private companies. It is used exclusively for the cross-border security offerings. It exempts companies from issuing a full prospectus for private placements. It makes an intermediaries offer document equivalent to the company's prospectus for accountability. It applies only to the government companies. Everybody, give me the answer for question number 8. Yes, everybody. Skand, Afsha, Janvi, Rajvardhan, all of you are correct, including Himanshu. Okay, a deemed prospectus is a legal concept making an offer document issued by an intermediary equivalent to the company's own prospectus for ensuring accountability and transparency in the public offerings. Okay. Question number 9. What is the primary role of a debenture trustee as per the Companies Act? Okay. The primary role of a debenture trustee is to protect the interest of the debenture holders. ठीक है? Ninth का C. What is the primary purpose of creating a separate bank account for the dividend distributions under Section 123? Now, the question could have been framed in a way also that under which section there is uh, a requirement has been created for separate bank account for the dividend distribution, and you must know the answer. Section 123 and Section 123 consider करके भी question पूछा जा सकता था, and this would be the option. Now here they are asking the purpose. Okay. Himanshu, Janvi, Afsha, Rajvardhan, all of you are correct over here. To ensure that the amount dedicated to dividend is not used for the other purposes. Okay. And these are readily available for the payment to shareholders. Very good. Okay. According to Section 152 of the Companies Act 2013, if the Articles of Association do not specify the first directors, who shall be regarded as the company's first directors? Question number 11. Subscribers to the memorandum who are individuals, incorporators of the company, directors appointed for the registrar of companies, persons nominated by the promoter as the founding directors, and shareholders elected at the first general meeting. Yes, the correct answer here is option number A, Himanshu, absolutely correct. In the absence of any provision in the Articles of Association for the appointment of first directors, the subscribers to the memorandum who are individuals are deemed to be the first directors of the company. Very good, very good. Under Section 177 of the Companies Act 2013, the audit committee of a company must consist of majority of which category of directors? Question number 12. Independent directors. Very good, Himanshu. Okay. Tell me the functioning of executive and non-executive director in the live chat. I have told you this in a few session back only, maybe day before yesterday I told you this. What is the difference in the executive directors and non-executive directors? Write that down in the comment section. Okay. Okay. In the Companies Act 2013, small company is defined based on its number of employees, business sector, paid up share capital, geographical location, and length of time in the operation. Or Skand, okay, you said one of their function. Can you list down more? Specify the difference between an executive and non-executive director. Each one of you can write one difference, okay? In the live chat. Absolutely correct. The right answer is C. Under the Companies Act 2013, a small company is defined based on the specific criteria related to its paid up share capital and turnover. Okay. Match the following with respect to the Companies Act. What is red herring prospectus, shelf prospectus, and abridged prospectus? Summary of a full prospectus used for book building issues allows multiple issues over time. If you notice, I'm creating the questions, same questions in a different way also in multiple sessions so that you can get revision of the concepts well. Okay. Yes, the right answer is A. Red herring prospectus is used for book building issues. Shelf prospectus allows multiple issues over a year. And abridged prospectus is a summary of full prospectus. Absolutely correct. I am not getting the answer yet for the executive and non-executive director. Anyway, what is the maximum age limit for the chairperson of NCLAT to hold office as per the section 413? Executive director work daily and on a permanent basis in the company, whereas the non-executive directors do not work on a day-to-day, do not work permanently, but they work on a temporary basis in the company. The remuneration way is also different for both of them. Okay. Okay. Question number 15. A. The correct answer is A. Yes. Skand, these are very easy questions. In phase 2 level of questions are harder. I think you have not watched the session before we have done before this till date. Actually, we are considering questions of both the levels, either phase 1 and phase 2. तो और जो 25 क्वेश्चंस अलग से कोर्स में भी होते हैं वहाँ पे भी हम और क्वेश्चंस लेते हैं, तो हम दोनों ही फेज के क्वेश्चंस को कंसिडर करके लेकर चल रहे हैं. सो वी आर दीज आर मिक्स्ड क्वेश्चंस कंसिडरिंग लेवल ऑफ बोथ फेज 1 and phase 2. Please have patience and watch all the sessions we are having on a daily basis. Okay, the right answer for the 15 is A. Okay. Answer me for the question number 16. Under section 125, which of the following amount does not get credited to the IEPF? Application money received for the allotment of securities and due for refund, amounts in unpaid dividend account unclaimed for 7 years, proceeds from the sale of lost shares found after 7 years, mature deposits unclaimed for 7 years, and interest accrued on the amounts mentioned above. You have to say does not. ठीक है? Please read the question carefully. I am receiving multiple answer for this question. Option number A, option number E, option number D is also coming. The right answer here is C. Proceeds from the sale of lost shares found after 7 years. Interest accrued on the amount mentioned above. Mature deposits. अगर ये सभी रिसीव हो रहे हैं तो ये भी रिसीव होगा ही, बट दिस इज does not get credited to the IEPF. ठीक है? Okay. For a fraud involving an amount of less than 1 crore, to whom must the auditor report the matter under the section 143? Skand, you were saying question were easy, but you answered wrong for question number 16. Okay. Okay. For a fraud involving an amount of less than 1 crore, to whom must the auditor report the matter under section 143? The central government, the National Financial Reporting Authority, Board of Directors, or the Audit Committee, RBI or SEBI? Question number 17. Okay, the right answer here is it's okay. You don't have to say sorry. It's okay. No worries. The board of directors or the audit committee is the correct answer. Under section 143(12), fraud below 1 crore is reported to the board or audit committee as per the answer, and more than that is reported to the central government. So you got confused between the लेस देन 10 करोड़ एंड मोर देन 10 करोड़. ये क्वेश्चन लेस देन 10 करोड़ और मोर देन 10 करोड़ के साथ यहाँ कॉमा में भी बना सकते थे. So then the answer would be less than 1 crore. It's sorry, not 10 crore, it's 1 crore. Less than 10 crore is will be reported to the board of directors or the audit committee, and more than 1 crore will be reported to the central government. Okay, it's okay. Okay. Absolutely. Match the following elements of a company with their descriptions under the Companies Act. Article of association, body corporate, and charge. Okay. Elements. Question number 18. It's a quite difficult question. Article of association are the rules of a company. Body corporate refers to the incorporated association, and charge signifies a security interest on a company's assets. The correct answer here is option number A. Okay. Okay. Option number A is right, Afsha. Okay. What does section 421 of the Companies Act 2013 stipulate about the appeals from the order of NCLT? Question number 19. Okay, so section 421 allows for an appeal from orders of NCLT to be made to NCLAT within a specified time frame of 45 days. Okay, B is the correct answer. Okay. Under section 179 of the Companies Act 2013, which of the following actions must be approved through a resolution passed at a duly convened board meeting? Question number 20. Which of the following actions must be approved through a resolution passed at a duly convened board meeting? So there are many resolutions, okay, including the approval of the financial statements and the board's report. Okay. Okay. Under the Companies Act 2013, which of the following correctly defines a public company? Yes, E is the right answer. Correct. So the following correctly defines a public company. A company with a minimum of 7 members and no maximum limit on the number of members. A company owned and controlled solely by the government. A company that must have at least 200 members. A company whose shares are compulsorily traded on the stock exchange. A company that is listed on a stock exchange regardless of its number of members. Okay. Question number 21. Okay, so the right answer here is option number A. Minimum 7 members and no maximum limit on the number of members. Okay. Okay. What is the consequence under the section 147 for an auditor to knowingly contravenes the provision of section 139, 144 or 145 with the intentions to deceive? Question number 22. A monetary fine only, imprisonment only, both monetary fine and imprisonment, disqualification from practicing as an auditor or reporting to the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. Question number 22, absolutely, both monetary fine and imprisonment. According to the Companies Act 2013, what does the net worth of a company include? What does the net worth of the company includes? Net worth in the context of a Companies Act 2013 aggregates to what? Aggregate value of the paid up share capital and reserve, subtracting the accumulated losses. Deducting the value of the accumulated losses, deferred expenditure and miscellaneous expenditure not written off. Yes, C is the correct answer. Under the Companies Act 2013, which of these scenarios legally obligates the company to create debenture redemption reserve? When issuing convertible debentures, anytime the company issues debentures regardless of type, when only when issuing redeemable debentures, when issuing debentures to foreign investors, when the debentures are issued at discount. Question number 24. Only when issuing the redeemable debentures. Absolutely correct. Okay. Which of the following is true about companies declaring dividend from its reserves when profits are inadequate as per section 123? The amount drawn shall not exceed 10% of its paid up share capital and free reserve. The entire free reserve can be used for the declaring dividends. Dividend can be declared from capital reserve. The rate of dividend declared must exceed the average dividend of the past 5 years, and there is no restriction on the amount of drawn from the reserve. Question number 25, everyone. Yes. Okay, okay. Skand, Rajvardhan, Himanshu, Janvi, Apsha, everybody is correct over here. The right answer here is option number A. So this is done for today. And from tomorrow, now next 25 question we'll be having in our course session. Do join that at 5 p.m. Okay. I hope you like the questions. I hope you like this session. And okay. If anybody has any doubt, post that down in the comment section below. Thank you very much for joining. All the best. Take care.